How well do you know your golf clubs? Okay, so here I have an 8 iron and I have a 7 iron. One is a muscle back. This one is where I transition to a cavity back. I'm trying to determine, does it just make sense to have all my irons be cavity backs? Let's just go look at the dispersion data and see if it makes sense.
All right, I'm hitting 10 shots 8 iron, 10 shots 7 iron. Now you can see, for me to find a green that makes a lot of sense, for me, I have to hit on one range and then I'm going to go to another range for my 7 iron so I could find something that matches my yardage. And you can just see this data and I'm going to go through it and kind of compare it and why it makes sense to do what I'm going to do. Here's a brief look at the 8 iron and then the 7 iron scattered chart. Now I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with this data. All right, look at my club head speed, 95.4. It's actually, I have a pretty fast swing compared to a PGA Tour average. Same with my ball speed, but when you look at it, the smash factor, and just to figure out what smash factor is, that's the energy transfer that takes place. All you do is you take the total ball speed divided by the club head speed, and that gives you an idea of your efficiency with your club. And you can see their efficiency is much higher than mine. Now, I had some that approached that number, but not all of them, and this is my average, and especially that one. You didn't see it on the film, but I hit it in the water. So you can tell that they're obviously way more consistent, so they're always going to be a little bit higher on the smash factor. Attack angles are similar. I come in a little bit steeper, and then my carry yardages obviously are a lot longer with an 8 iron because I live at altitude. So they're going much further, and I have a higher ball speed. Now, this is what matters, is my carry deviation. This is with my blade. 4.3 yards to the left, just to give you an idea, or my carry yardage, and then my total deviation is up to 9 yards. That's okay, but then when you compare it, like just go over to my 7 iron here, and obviously you can see we're a little bit closer to PGA Tour averages. Attack angles are similar, ball speed is very similar, and then again, their smash factor is higher. That makes tons of sense. But then carry yardages are going to be further just because of where I live. And then I just have a little bit higher ball speed. Launch angles, great. But look at my deviation when I went to a cavity back. Negative 2.62 yards with a 7 iron. So here I am with a total deviation of under 4 yards. Now, keep in mind, this is only 10 shots. And I hit them all well except one. So it's kind of a rare. I'll go back and do this again just to get an idea. But just to give you a sense, does it make sense for somebody like me, already have the distance, and then all I changed was I went to a cavity back? And to give you an idea, my 7 iron, it would be similar to anybody else's bag, an 8 iron, because of the lofts. But look at that accuracy just when I switched to a cavity back, and that's going with something with less loft. I think the data is pretty clear just from this particular one. I should be looking at cavity backs and perimeter weighting on almost all my clubs. And that might be something I consider over the winter.